be a potting shed. So we're going to keep the floors as is at the moment because... Hello lovelies, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to a brand new video. It has been a very long time since I filmed a video. I am actually out in the garden today, and I was planning on doing a gardening vlog, and if you follow along on Instagram, then you'll know that I said I am going to start filming a gardening vlog once a week and uploading on a Sunday evening at 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Time. I haven't started doing the vlogs because it has been raining cats and dogs here, and I was just out here in my potting shed, and I've just got my phone. I don't even have my camera on me, and I thought I wanted to get a video up because I promised myself that I would start uploading as of this week. So what I thought for this video is I'd pop on and say hello, because it has been a long time since I've done a video, and I'm definitely not gardening, especially in a white cable knit, but I was going to take you around the garden and show you what our plans are, especially in here. And also last time I uploaded a video was actually back in December, and we were working on here. Well, Christmas happened, then floods happened here. My whole garden was wiped out by the floods. Some plants are coming up. Flood last weekend as well. Fortunately, the water didn't come up to the garden, but a lot of the plants out here, they've come up, but what also comes up with a lot of water is weeds. And I am going to be vlogging every week of bringing this garden back. We'll be making over the she shed, and I'm just going to bring you along with me, one, to motivate me to get into the garden and get this done. It's my daughter's birthday in August. It's her 18th birthday, and I want to have like a garden party out here. So I'm going to take you along with me on making this garden area beautiful again. I'm rambling a lot. We do have a nearly 15-acre property here, but this is my little area, my little sanctuary, and I'm going to take you with me now and show you my plans and all the work that we need to do. So if you want some gardening motivation and want to garden, then this possibly could be the video for you. So enough chatting, let's get out in the garden. So coming out here, if you have followed me before, then you would know this was full of cosmos last year, and the little Elysiums, I believe that's what they're called, were along here. And so everything's kind of moved around. So I kind of did some weeding the other day, but clearly there's some more. I have got some seaside daisies out here that are kind of doing a ground path, but my plan is to weed all of these, take some cuttings of the geraniums, and have borders along here again, the pink and red, pot some of them up. All of these geraniums were from cuttings. Take out any of these daisies that are in here that have been waterlogged by all the water. I've got some beautiful hydrangea Annabelles, I believe. They're coming along really well. I've got one here and here. Move the bird bath. And last year I had all cosmos and some lavender, but I'm really going to pare it back. I have these plants. I threw a lot of seedlings in here. I have no idea what they're called, but there's this weed I've got to get out, and I did plant some jasmine that didn't take off, so this all needs to be weeded. So I might put another type of vine on here and really go through here. This I'm going to move out of the garden and put these solar lights back along the footpath, and along here I'm going to replant the Elysium as well, so we have plenty of that. And there's some yucky mushrooms growing there. Miss Bonnie is sitting here, aren't you, darling? You need a good brush. So I plan on having, this is kind of like little flower beds, like petunias and all of that. Then here I've just got all this rubbish that I've been cleaning out the shed behind. So there's bottles. This is rubbish galore. So here we have the garden shed that will be going behind my little shepherd's hut here that needs to be painted. And I'm planning on Over here I've been collecting cardboard boxes and putting them in the garden bed over here, if it will focus. And I've just got some chairs sitting up there because of the floods. Everything's just kind of mangled. And that I'm planning on doing herb gardens here. And I want to do a couple of garden beds here for vegetables. And then I've got a little spot here for some plants as well. We're going to extend the garden bed out there. Desperately need to weed up the garden path. This garden here, we never ever put anything underneath when we put the soil in. So our plan is to just fill this all up with lavender. There is some seaside daisies in there, if you can see, but it's just gone crackers. And our pool got inundated with water from the flood. The flood waters came up to here. So I'll insert some clips so you can see how bad it was. Still haven't stocked any salt, so we've kind of left the pool, which is lucky because it just hasn't stopped raining. And then coming down here, I'll be like mowing the lawns and stuff. These are all weeds that I need to get rid of that I've piled up. Coming down here, my olive tree actually survived the flood and it's doing okay, but we've got a lot of mulch from mowing here. But so this garden, when we're sitting in the pool area, I want it to be just all lavender, and there's a couple of palms that we put here. I need to weed these gardens, paint the filter box as well. We've got this salvia that has gone totally nuts. It's actually taken over the top of the lavender here. The capsicum tree is growing very well, but I keep forgetting to pick them off, so this probably needs to be trimmed back. And I've got some, yep, that's rosemary, it's not lavender. And I do have a dahlia here, which I think I might move. If I can't move it, let me know. And so my plans for here is to be herb garden, veggie, flowers as well. But I had all my herbs in here, but they were all flooded over, so I don't know if we should eat them. The marigolds have all died off, so I believe, I'm not sure, do I cut them back? I'm just, this is all taken over. I think I shouldn't have planted. I planted the gardenia and a rose here and a camellia, but I think they might be all too close together. And as you can see, the lavender here is quite waterlogged, but hopefully it'll be okay. But I did plant a lot of alyssum in here to cover so weeds wouldn't come up, because we get a lot of this blady grass that comes up and it's rather annoying. And then along here is the she shed, which I was going to have like as a little guest hut, but it's going to be, we've decided, because the door keeps getting stuck, we're going to make this door a swing out door, and it's going to be, what do they call, a little Dutch door, so it can close off but it folds back. And we're going to paint all of this, which I'll be sharing these vlogs with you, pot up some pots, and some plants in here too. I had a rose in here. It certainly did not survive, but I want to have like a little bee, create a little bee thing. I've got so many plants, but as you can see, this seaside daisy is basically taking over, so I need to pull some of that apart and then weed and feed this garden because there's weeds coming up. My magnolia is doing well too, even though it got completely drenched by water. This all here was just a sea of water, which I'll add. I'll be working on this garden eventually too. It's getting taken over by this weed here. I don't know what it's called, but, and I'm just going to make that kind of like my Australian garden. And here I have a lot of dahlias in here, and I've looked at them before. They do have leaves on them. I don't know if this is picking up because it could be too windy, but my plans are, because this is actually where our little pets were buried, and this was really taken over, things got washed away, so I know here is where my babies are buried. So, but I do want to make this area a dahlia garden. So I want to pull out all this lavender and this white salvia, I believe, and plant them elsewhere. Possibly take these. Don't know if they'll do well, but it's just one big weedy mess. But make this like a dahlia cut garden, have some stepping, be able to put some stakes in here as well. And then coming through here, this is another weed, just weed central. Take this off, and then have here our garden shed and paint that. That was up on the wall, and have this as a area that we can still take things out, because if the flood water was to rise again, which is a 1 in 100 thing, so I've got a lot of rubbish here as well. And I plan on having the garden shed here, and then along here I think I'll do some cosmos, because they really took over my garden last year. Chris wasn't a fan of them. I loved them, but I thought they would do well along here, because we do are going to continue the big black fence along here. And then this garden, possibly do more cosmos and mulch it and make it all nice. And we've kind of got like a more hardy plants here. A lot of these need to be separated, tidied up. And over here we've got our vintage truck, and I want to put, like, as you can see, this Rio mesh, which I might use for the dahlia garden, or I was thinking of putting a vine or a bougainvillea over that, and I thought that would look really pretty cascading down. I'm not sure if I'm going to use these baskets for potting, boxes for potting, and then clean this up here, again coming around here. But our big plans for this area is to do lime trees in this little section here. So there is a lot of gardening videos for you. In the potting shed, this, as I said, originally was going to be like a hangout room, a guest suite, but I thought, no, I wasn't using it like that. It's spidery, it's snaky. I know I wouldn't lie here, or the kids wouldn't lie here. So I'll show you my plans in here. Chris put a bench in here the other day for me. It was for my nephews, and it's very special. So it's in here, and I'll think of him all the time when it's in here. But I'll show you my plans for in here. Like a replica of the little steam train in our local area, and this is going to get all newly covered. I'm thinking of a ticking material. I love ticking, and it actually is positioned here, so when you're sitting here you have a nice cup of tea and you can look out into the garden. As I said before, this door's changing. I'm going to paint this up. I do have a little buffet cabinet that I plan on popping here and having more things there. And then along here I'm going to put a hook to have all of like my gardening tools hung up. And coming along here is the potting table. I'm going to paint, everything's going to be painted. I'm thinking of white, but I think I might leave some, fell over that, some of the timber. I'm not sure, but I was going to do a whole big revamp in here, but the reality is we weren't using it. We've been putting it off. We've had it for years now, and I just want to use it to be a potting shed. So we're going to keep the floors as is at the moment because, again, it's a potting shed. Paint the windows white. I thought maybe I could do like a sage green in here and white, or just completely white. I'd love your opinions. I've got a rack here as well that I'm going to paint. Maybe I'll just paint that the sage green and have it up above the little seat. And here I've got another little hanging thing. I've got a lot of things for in here to decorate it, and that will be a video in itself. But that is the plans for the gardens out here. So that wasn't really the video that I had planned. I really did want to take you with me and do some weeding and gardening. It's actually stopped raining while I'm filming this, but I'm going to take you with me and hopefully give you the motivation if you have a little garden area that you want to tackle. But I have been really enjoying gardening videos, especially from the lovely Catherine at Dainty Diaries. Oh my goodness, her garden is gorgeous. She's a lovely Irish lady and her garden is just beautiful, and you probably already follow her. She's just funny. I just love her videos. I look forward to them. And Kay from Living the Life You Love, she's been doing her garden. She's in Yorkshire in the UK. So we all are in different climates, and I thought people might want to see like a garden here on the sunny coast hinterland area. So I hope you enjoy this. I know it was a very rambling video, and I know I look like I have been dragged through a hedge backwards, which I think is quite fitting considering we are in the garden. But I will see you in my next video. And if you have been here for a long time and you're here for cleaning content, don't panic. There will be cleaning content coming your way as well. I plan on posting 2 videos a week, a Sunday gardening vlog and a midweek homemaking cleaning vlog to motivate us as well. But I've really missed filming videos, and I just am excited to be back, and I hope you will love to join along. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to do so. It would mean the world, and I promise they won't be so chatty as this, and there'll be a lot more doing and a lot more transformations to come. So I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.